All right, guys, welcome to the first coaches class. I'm going to go over today what it is that I look for when I am testing, training, and otherwise developing programming for gamers. So lesson one, what we're going over today is just the introduction. I'm going to let you know the concepts and what it is that I am assessing, what it is that I'm going after. First thing we look for, and first thing I do, doesn't matter if you're a client of mine, if you're a gamer, or if you're an athlete, assessments and evaluation. Now, to give you an idea, the basics that I cover with personal training and coaching are these basics right here. Those are the 5 basics. Now, all of those have expandable points, but I'm not going over the advancement of personal training today. I want to teach you guys how you can apply the same things from personal training and coaching to gaming. Let me show you what they are. Here's what we're looking at. We're going to do assessments as a strength and a weakness, and this is going to help us to identify areas that need improvement. Now, when we start talking about these things, we need to start to identify what things we're looking for and what things we're going after. Here are a couple of concepts. On the beginner side of things, these are the things I believe you need first. On the advanced side of things, on the right-hand side, those are things that you develop with time. Now, when I refer to beginners, I'm not talking about somebody that is a noob. More specifically talking about, have you ever trained stylistically? Have you ever identified any of the things that might help you get better? That's what I'm referring to when I talk about beginner. We were all a noob at some point, but there is a way to fast track your skill levels so that you can get better more quickly. And a big part of the beginner mentality is that you can identify your strengths and your weaknesses more quickly. So I'm going to go over the definitions of everything that I had talked about previously between the beginner and the advanced. Now, these are just the top 5 that I go over. There's anywhere between 8 to 12 that I go over with people in personalized consultations. I'm just giving you guys some of the basics today with a bit of the advanced so you can see what these things are. First one we're going to go over today, performance. Your stats speak volumes. This is what we're looking at when we assess and identify performance measures. These are all available to you on the Destiny websites underneath your character name. All of these things that you're looking at right there give you a detailed description of what your preferences are. And remember, the numbers always speak louder than the words. Whether or not you claim to be good or you're actually good, the numbers don't lie. Next, let's go over gameplay. This is specific for individualized comfort zones. We all have a style. Let's go over the styles real quick. Close quarter combat, mid-range engagement guy, or long distance player, like a scout. Those are the 3 main ones. There's variety to those, but those are the main ones that I typically cover with people. The idea of these styles is so that you perfect one, but you learn that you might be weak in another, and you can progress and get better at that other one. Improve. That's the word I was looking for. Aiming, here's a big one, and it sounds really obvious, but what does it mean to be a good, sight-on-sight aimer, right? Really, it's just target acquisition, how fast you target as well as switch and transition targets. Now, understanding character models is a big one. That's going to be something we cover more in depth later, but this also covers ADS, team shooting, and practice with intention. Those all have to do with focus and habits. Now, I'm going to give you an example of this guy right here. He's aiming down sights, and that's why I could get this jump on him. Even though I missed half my shots, he still couldn't respond in time. Also, a little aiming tip, shoulder height. The reason I aim at shoulder height is because when they do hit you and flinch you, it bounces to their head. You're getting headshots by purpose, by intention. Game sense. How do you position yourself on the map? This is a really big one, and there's a couple of things to go over with it. I just want to give you the definition of what game sense is. When someone refers to game sense, they're talking about your map awareness, your situational awareness, centering and angle denial, and when to play the objectives versus when to play the opposing team. There are differences between how you do that, tactically speaking. So really quick, gameplay example, all within the same video. There's my teammates. Why don't I join them? There's a really good reason for that. It's better right now for me to hold this position because we did just take out the enemy team, so now they're spawning on the opposite side of the map because that's how Destiny has it set up. So I can hold this spot better and keep points coming in. By the way, this is a very real problem. Oh. So, human error, but the rest of it's pretty well sound. All right, the last thing I want to go over, your gaming rig. This is basically your hardware and the equipment that you use for gaming. If you're going to get serious about it, you need to update your stuff. If you're not going to go through with the updates, you're basically crippling yourself. Here's the main things that I look for when people are talking to me about the stuff that they have. These are the things I want you guys to look into. Don't break the bank over it, but it is worth your time to invest in at least one of them. This is the rest of the gameplay video. This is the one that I had broken up earlier. This is all just the stream and the clip, so now you know what to look for within this singular 2-minute video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all this. Hopefully you like the tips. Remember to like, subscribe, let me know what else you want to see. I have more tips and more coaching classes coming in the future. I can't wait to share them with you. We'll go over advanced tactics in one of the other videos, and we'll break down each one of these tips in depth with future videos. Again, thank you so much for your time.
Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Zone A locked. Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on.